Although we're showing a 310 SK unit, the daily checks and service locations are the same or similar for all K-Series backhoes. These daily procedures should be performed with the loader bucket setting firmly on the ground. If the loader must be raised for service work, always make sure it's supported with the boom lock. Refer to the operator's manual for the proper procedure. Preparing for daily service begins on the left side of the machine. Notice the periodic maintenance chart and diagram. It shows the locations and a listing of service requirements at specified intervals. This information is also found in the operator's manual. The Easy Open toolbox holds your hand tools and grease gun. On the inside of the toolbox lid is the greasing maintenance chart and diagram. This information is also found in the operator's manual. Before we move on to the other daily service checks, let's look at the batteries. We can see the batteries with the toolbox removed. When charging or removing the batteries, disconnect the ground or negative cables first. This helps prevent damage to the electrical components and lessens the potential for sparks that could ignite battery gases. As you walk around the machine, check for trash in the radiator screen that could cause overheating of the engine or other components. Also look for hydraulic leaks, frayed hoses, damaged tubes, missing clamps, or rubbing hoses. The hydraulic oil level sight gauge is conveniently located just back of the tilt hood on the right side for easy ground level viewing. Oil is added through a fill port accessed under a lockable cover on the hood. Fill with John Deere Plus 52 engine oil or John Deere Torque Guard oil or equivalent. With the hood partially tilted, the engine oil dipstick can be accessed and the level checked. Engine oil is added through this easy-to-access fill tube. Fill with John Deere Plus 52 oil or equivalent. Refer to the operator's manual for details. Also here you can check the fuel filters. If necessary, water can be drained from the system. To the far left is the transmission oil dipstick and fill tube. This check is performed with the transmission oil warm to operating temperature. Refer to the operator's manual for details. Fill with John Deere High Guard transmission and hydraulic oil or equivalent. Wide slip-resistant steps prevent slipping when climbing up or down. These steps also provide a place to clean your shoes before climbing onto the machine. It's important to face the unit and maintain at least a 3-point contact, 2 hands and a foot or 2 feet and a hand. Looking at the marks on the coolant recovery tank through this access, the operator can check the engine coolant level. If necessary, coolant can be added to the recovery tank. Fill with a mixture of clean, soft water and a permanent type low silicate ethylene glycol base antifreeze like CoolGuard 2. When required, the air cleaner element can be removed by fully raising the hood and taking off this cover. Fueling the backhoe loader is quick and easy while standing on the ground. The fuel tank is equipped with a quick fill neck and cap. Use only ultra-low sulfur diesel. When doing the daily checks, look around the machine for electrical, mechanical, or structural damage, missing bolts, excessive wear, or anything that might cause a failure at a critical moment. This inspection should include the ROPS and its fasteners. Also check for loose or missing wheel hardware. Check all 4 tires on both sides for cuts or problems that may pose potential downtime. And make sure the tires are properly inflated. Refer to the operator's manual for the correct tire pressures for your machine. Low pressure can make the unit less stable when carrying a load. Too much pressure makes the unit harder to handle on hard surfaces. Although not a daily service, you can access the starter on the left side with the hood open. Start the engine only from the operator's seat. Before operation, check and lubricate the loader pivot points and cylinders, the front axle oscillation pivot and steering pivots if applicable. Also lubricate the pivots and linkages in the backhoe and stabilizer area. Refer to the operator's manual or greasing maintenance chart for the locations and service intervals of the lube points. K-Series backhoes have outstanding visibility. On units with a cab, be sure to take a moment to clean the glass so you can see where you're going and who's around you. A clean operator station goes a long way in promoting safe operation. This includes keeping things clear of the pedals and levers. This concludes the pre-start inspection and daily service of the machine.